This is the story of a woman from England and a man from New Zealand stuck in lockdown together in the city of London. This is day 85. Hello to you.
85. Hello to you. And hello to all of you.
Yeah.
We've had sort of a great day.
Yay!
Yeah, it's been super nice.
Yay!
Yeah. I mean, I had work yesterday.
Yay!
Boo, yesterday. Work.
Boo.
Boo, work was down. But today's so good. I mean...
it's probably because we had a rest from each other.
No,
It's like we had a break from each other and we've come back all refreshed. And what do you want me to do with a fucking microphone, you bellend?
Well, before it was a mile away from your face, and then you put it basically in your mouth. I didn't even know how you were like functioning. So it's just
There's something on fire outside.
Is there?
Yeah.
What, in our street?
Yeah. There's a big waft of smoke coming over those houses over there.
Oh.
It's alright, it's gone again. Maybe it's a one-off. Perhaps somebody farted.
Maybe this show's going to get really exciting.
Yeah.
We had
probably barbecue, isn't it? Because the weather's turned nice as well. That's probably the other thing that's cheered us up.
Well,
we had a break from each other. We were all kind of like, oh, it's nice to see you. Oh, nice to see you too. Oh, and then the postman came, and the weather was nice, and then the postman came again, and then again, and again.
That's right. Let's be fair. The reason we're so happy is because it's fucking Christmas, right?
No,
it is fucking Christmas.
No, it was Christmas when your phone came. You can't have two Christmases 2 days apart.
It feels like two Christmases 2 days apart.
No, it's your birthday.
Yes, well.
Your birthday's going to be really shit. This is treat today. Today is your birthday. Today you are 40.
Can I check the date? 14th of June today, is it?
13th?
14th? I don't know. Who cares? 13th?
13th.
13th of June. Right. It's my new birthday.
It's your new birthday. You're like the Queen. It's the Queen's birthday today, the official one, I think, not the real one.
All right.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that her and I have something in common.
Yeah, I think
it's not just
birthday,
eating babies. So, it is...
And the green lizard people.
Yeah, whatever. It's Christmas. Christmas.
Birthday.
New phone has been working out super great. I'm stoked on it. I was able to find and restore most of everything that was on my old phone.
Yeah.
Which has been really great.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so happy about that. Although, like, all the settings, all the beeps and whistles and everything else are turned on to full maximum. And the thing's just been, like, going at me like R2-D2. It's like, constantly. Which has been a bit weird.
You sound funny. Put your microphone back near your mouth.
But slowly going through and turning all of those off. The only thing that I haven't been able to get off my old phone was my notepad. So basically 3.5 years of notes and addresses and phone numbers and all sorts of bits and pieces. So I'll give that another crack after we get off the air tonight and see if I can get that information off somehow. Because there's a lot of important stuff in there. But otherwise, I've got everything else, and it's been super great. The battery on it is insane.
Yeah.
When I did all of yesterday at work, and when I got home, it still had like 60% battery, like crazy.
Yeah.
And it charges super fast. So I've just left it. I've been using it all day today to just see how the battery would go. And it got down to, I think it was like 16, 17%.
Was it? Oh.
And then I plugged it onto charge when we sat down.
Yeah.
It is now 58%. Like laser fast. Yeah. It's really, really cool.
Yeah. So you spent the last 2 weeks bitching about not being able to speak to your family. Have you spoken to your family?
So it turns out when you spend a month not being able to be in touch with people, but they know they can be in touch with you, they're not as badly affected by the whole situation. So, I don't think too many people out there in the Great Wide World gave much of a fuck that I didn't contact them for a month. They're like, oh, you didn't have a phone. Oh. Do we have to keep talking? Like, you can tell this is like, they don't care. Family-wise, haven't been able to get in touch with my dad. My sister held a big sleepover slumber party for her 10-year-old whose birthday kind of got missed almost during the lockdown. And my sister totally overdid it. They had like teepees inside and little special beds made up, and it was like a campfire sing-along, and they had lights like strung all through the house and stuff. It looked like a hard-out super rich person's birthday thing, and some on Instagram, like an Instagram influencer's like birthday thing for their kid. It was way over the top. Kids are spoiled, man. What else was I thinking? Oh yeah, but I haven't been able to get in touch with my dad, so I don't know. We'll wait and see when he picks up the phone and notices that there's messages from me. Hopefully, talk to him soon. Mum was like, "Oh yeah, how are you? You working?" And then said, "Oh, I've had some teeth pulled out." "Oh, okay. It's like it was cheaper than getting them fixed. "Oh, okay. Yeah, at that age." So yeah, sucks for her, but that's pretty much all the news. But yeah, Christmas today because my new cricket bat arrived. Holy shit!
Birthday.
Sorry, well second Christmas, whatever. So like that's super cool.
It's your birthday present to yourself. You can't give it to you for Christmas.
I can give it to me for any
You
reason.
gave it to yourself, right
Yeah.
out this.
It's rad.
Yeah.
So that's super exciting. And you got
Rubbery.
me some balls because I didn't have any.
Yeah.
And I knocked a couple of those around the garden. And yeah, pig and shit today. Watched a bit of a rugby league from Australia.
2 games.
Yeah, bought
And then you wondered why the day had passed.
Yeah, I bought a pass to watch the NRL online, which is way too expensive, £25 a month. Fuck that. You know, I'm probably not going to extend it past this month. It'll be my little dabble in being able to watch live sports again, and then
Well, birthday
about
treat.
well, yeah, but God, £25. They are completely overdoing it with the cost of that service.
How many games does that?
It gives you complete access to everything. Like you can watch anything whenever you want. It's great.
Are there, how many games will take
Fucking
place?
hell. What, a weekend?
Yeah.
There's 16 teams, so 8 games, something like that a
okay.
weekend. But you've got complete access to the archive as well, so it's not just this week's games; it's everything forever.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, but £25, too much, way too much. That's crazy.
Mm.
Almost every other service in the UK is under £10. Even if you're buying something from the States, it's under £10. £25, that's nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I probably won't do it again, but I'll enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah, but you got prezzies too. It wasn't just me. You know,
Yeah.
you got a visit from the postman.
Yeah. I did. I got my Lego bus. I dithered about it for ages, buying it well, not quite as long as you did with your Voltron, but it's the same sort of scale and investment.
Well, see, the thing is, I knew you wanted a Lego bus,
Yeah.
so I saved up the £10 or whatever it was, and got you a little Lego bus.
You did.
I was like,
which is lovely.
this is what she wants.
Yeah.
And it must have reminded you that my present sucked because you went out and spent, over £100 on this fucking mega-sized Lego bus.
Yeah.
So, oh well. I hope it brings you all the joy in the world.
Yeah.
But, I don't think it's the worst idea. We build your Lego bus and then we smash it with my new cricket bat.
No.
Yeah.
No, you can smash all you want to break everything up and make fighter jets and star ships and things out of them. So and I want something that I can keep. So I've got my Lego bus. You're not smashing my Lego bus.
Yes, we've talked about this. You like following the instructions and I like going crazy and wild.
Yeah.
But we're going to go
I like
crazy.
putting the stickers on and you won't let me put the stickers
Well,
on.
if you put
I'm
the
putting the stickers on the Lego bus.
Yeah, it's your Lego bus.
Yeah.
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 But
And the ice cream van. I did it on the ice cream van as well.
yeah, well, I figured that was fine. It's Lego City. It's lame.
You can't really turn an ice cream van into starship things. Although you did give all of your aliens an ice cream when I'd made it, didn't you?
Well, they had little Lego ice creams.
Yeah.
It's super cute. But it's just that, if you stick the stickers on them and then you go and use the pieces to make something else, it looks shit. Because, here you go, you've made an awesome spaceship or whatever. And
With
it's
some
got
ice
a
cream
big,
advertising.
Yeah, exactly,
down the
right?
side.
It's lame. So, yeah, no, I'm anti-stickers.
Okay.
But, if it's your Lego, God, put your stickers on. I don't give a shit. But that's not the only piece of good news today. Today's just been wall-to-wall good news.
Yeah.
Such good news.
Yeah.
Good weather, good news.
Yeah. So the other thing that came with the post
there's
with
more
your
stuff?
bat is a surprise for you. But it wasn't. I wanted it here for next weekend. I thought it would arrive a week later, but here it is a week early. So that's really good.
What's next weekend?
Oh yeah. You have to find out. Won't you?
What?
Google it.
Google next weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you fucking what?
You don't have to get me anything. It's not like it's the anniversary of when we met or. anything like that.
What
Not, you know,
the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
What is this?
it's. I'm not saying anything.
Next
wrong.
weekend,
Yeah.
Google it. I got you a present. What? Is it
Yeah.
some sort of crazy British holiday I don't know anything about?
Yeah, probably.
God damn it.
Probably.
I can't keep up with that kind of shit.
So the other thing that was really good news is I found 2 TV programs that Charlie Brooker made. And I'm quite a fan of Charlie Brooker with the whole Black Mirror thing. And the first one he made in 2008, and it was a program called Dead Set. And it's set in the Big Brother house. And it's basically that a zombie apocalypse starts. And of course, the inhabitants of the Big Brother house don't know because they're in the Big Brother house. And then there's this plucky young runner from the TV show who manages to survive the outbreak and breaks in and let them know, and of course they don't believe her and blah blah blah. And then also the producer of the show, the Big Brother voice, survives as well, and he's a bit of a dick. So yeah, they decide whether or not they're going to stay in or go out, and blah blah blah, and slowly, in as with most of these kinds of shows, people get picked off one by one. Yeah, it was very good. And the reason what tipped me onto this is that Charlie Brooker also made a show about zombies that was released this year called Reality Z. And that is exactly the same story, but set in Brazil. So it was all done in, is it Portuguese they speak in Brazil?
Yeah.
With an added twist of there were some characters from outside the Big Brother house who broke in. And that's how I think they managed to extend the kind of the series. Probably doubled it in length, I would say, by having extra characters come in. But basically, it was exactly the same. Only they don't have Big Brother; they have Olympus. So they have the Olympic gods. The people in the TV studio are all dressed up as Olympic gods, and they have the voice of Zeus that commands them and controls them all, and blah blah blah. So yeah, it was quite good. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to look this up later and see, what kind of money he made having his stuff remade in Brazil in Portuguese. I wonder what he thinks of it. I wonder if that's even an interview question that comes up when he's talking to people.
Well, so it's a new release. It's only just been released. They are both available on Netflix, I hasten to add, but the Portuguese one is new. It's his first ever thing. In fact, it's Netflix's first thing that they've ever made in Brazil. Yeah. So I admit I watched it all with the dubbing on. I didn't sit there and read the subtitles.
No, you're not much for one for sub. I can't even.
No,
Trying to use words.
Yeah,
Can't do it. I am. That's because I'm full of food. Today's just been good.
What food have you had?
We had a wee stew before.
Yeah.
But
what kind of stew?
I don't even know.
Beef. How do you know it was beef?
I don't know.
Because of the smell.
Gross.
Smell it while it's cooking. You smell it on the way in. And if the dogs are lucky, you smell it on the way out.
Rotten. Look, this is a good day. I'm trying to keep the vibes positive, right? Because there is one more really good piece of news.
Yeah.
And I've tried to say it about 8 times now. But I have found I found a new cafe here in London.
Oh, yeah.
That serves New Zealand pies. New Zealand pies.
Yeah.
LMP. Bundaberg, a whole bunch of other Kiwi stuff. It's all in this cafe.
Yeah.
And it's not even that far from where I live.
Cool.
Like, I am so excited. It's called the Secret Gold Mine, which is not very Kiwi in terms of a name. But they have lamingtons and beautiful looking pies. I just can't wait. I am going to smash that place. I'm going to be looking for every excuse under the sun. People are going to be like, "Oh, where are we going to go tonight?" Or "Where should we have breakfast?" Or playing cricket with some guys. "Oh, we should go for a beer." It's like, I know a place. I'm just going to every single time.
But is it a cafe or is it a place that that sells takeaways?
I don't know that they sell takeaways, but
because
who cares?
you can order the pies and have them delivered.
Yeah, but that's the people who make the pies. So the cafe
okay.
doesn't make the pies. The New Zealand pies are made by another place, I think. I
Yeah.
think that's right. But they just have everything. This cafe's just got all this New Zealand stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go there and stuff myself. And I'm going to take everybody else there
You want
all
to go there
the
for your
time.
birthday? For your other birthday?
Oof. It's not a bad idea. If things are open. Because that's the thing here in Britain. We should probably talk about COVID and lockdown and stuff.
Yeah, because it's coming to an end on Monday.
Well, that's the thing. Everything's supposed to be open and
Well,
away we go.
not pubs and restaurants. I don't think they're still open. I think they're still not going to open until July.
Okay.
And I read something today about the schools, other than the kids that have gone back already, so those in year 6 and reception in year 1, no one else is going back to school until September.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, the infection rate is going up
it's
again.
gone back to 1.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, we're all fucked.
Yeah, the whole thing is very messy. I mean, the last show that we did, and that's probably why today's show's a bit on the flat side, if we're fair. Because we're lazy now. We did our 12 weeks. We did the 84 shows that
we only skipped a day. Calm your tits.
No, I'm just saying. No, this is show 85. We were never supposed to get this far.
Well, we weren't supposed to live this long.
We're in bonus episode territory now.
Oh, yeah.
Everything past show 84 is a bonus. So, it's not like we need to do anything special or be particularly funny anymore.
Get dressed.
Yeah, who gives a shit. I did ask that our listeners, take one for the team and try and get our downloads up to 1,000. Yeah, nobody bothered. Oh. Nobody gives a shit.
How many are we up to then?
934. We're 66 short. So
10
it's
episodes.
Just whatever.
Since you put out the plea. Oh dear.
It doesn't worry me really. If you're out there and you're still listening, and your life sucks, please get in touch. Because, today's just been so good, People like the drama. They like to listen to how things are going badly and, everything that's wrong with the world.
Oh, do you know what else we did? What else? The other thing that was really good today.
There's another good thing.
The really good thing today.
You're rubbing it in their poor little faces.
Another thing that was really good today.
Was it when the dog was sick on the carpet?
No.
That was a big sick.
Little bit before that.
Right.
Cast your mind back. Out in the garden.
I don't know, man.
The time you had your pants on, not the time you had
what are you talking
things
about?
blowing in the wind. The strawberry. We had our first ickle strawberry from our strawberry plants.
You did?
Yeah. Well, I offered it to you.
You've been growing the strawberries.
Yeah.
Although they came as, plants. I've been growing the raspberries, which should be ready sometime around 2024.
No, I told you they wouldn't be ready till next year. The strawberry plants are last year's plants. So they came as plants last year. Mm. So this is their second year.
And how was your ickle strawberry?
It was lovely. It's really nice. I'm not a huge fan of strawberries, but that one, yeah, that one was
good and
good.
proper.
There's probably half a dozen, 8 or so that'll probably be ripe tomorrow, if it's nice again like this.
Mm.
Yeah, it's one that was just perfect. Popped off the bush as I, gave a little twist.
Yeah, when the Fijoas actually bloom. Oh, that's the other thing. Need to get another Fijoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go to the garden centre tomorrow then.
Do we have to leave the house?
Yeah, it's a bind, isn't it? It's like I want to go out and get stuff.
It's getting to the point now where going out is a major chore.
Yeah.
Like it used to be that you're clawing at the walls to get outside, and now you just don't want to go.
Yeah. Well, we should go to Halfords and get coolant for your
car. Yes. Because I should be trying to get my driver's license.
You should.
Mm.
You should.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. But, yeah.
Well, we can do that,
so
and then
lazy.
we can go to the garden centre.
What, in the car?
Yeah.
You think the car will make it to Halfords?
Yeah.
All right. It's just that, the last time we took it out, it came back on the bed of a truck.
Yeah, I'm not thinking you should drive. I'm thinking I should drive and get beyond third gear. I think that's probably what made it overheat.
Mean?
No, it's just a fact, isn't it? We weren't. I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of that caused it to overheat.
Well, the coolant levels were very low.
Yeah, because
So-
it had overheated.
No, they were very low. Like, we
Yeah.
hadn't topped it up. It's not something we'd looked to do since purchasing that car. It just hadn't ever been done.
No, but it had been serviced, so they would have done it at the service.
I don't believe that they did.
I've never put coolant in my car, and I've owned it for 5 years.
I 100% do not believe that the people who service the car put any coolant in.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I would be going back to them and asking them that. In fact, do you get a receipt that says, lists everything that they've done?
Well, it's your car. Where's your paperwork?
Yeah, but you took it for a service.
Yeah, but I gave you all the paperwork. So
I don't
where's
know.
that?
I probably burnt it. I don't know what's important. I'm not used to owning a car or knowing how to drive it. This.
No.
I know I should get my driver's license, but I'm just so unmotivated.
You should have You need to have proper driving lessons.
And I would.
Just
I
me
would.
doing it with you is not going to get you to
No.
the point where you can
Of course not. But
attempt your test.
it's just that I just don't want to spend any money,
Okay.
like, at all. Because that phone costs too much money, and there's been a couple of other things that cost too much money, and also I got those refunds from all those tickets, and then I
Spent
immediately
it on a
spent
cricket
that money because I'm a chump. But the only thing, I just see that car as a
All
big
right, stop talking
money
about the
pit.
car.
You brought it up.
Well, no, I said we should go out. You wanted Fijoas. I'm just saying, yeah, we can go
No,
and get
just
some.
to Fijo a tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
To plant another,
Yeah.
because they have to cross-pollinate.
yeah,
Otherwise, you don't get any Fijoas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although I've got loads of pears on my pear tree, and there's only one pear tree.
Pears are not Fijoas.
Yeah. Oh, plant reproduction is the same, regardless of which kind of plant you have.
No, it isn't. Lots of plants, are different. What are you talking about?
No, I don't
Talking
know.
crackerjack talk now.
Shut up, you're ruining my good day.
Shall we ruin it even further? Shall we do a movie review?
I've done the movie. I've talked about the TV shows.
Yeah, that's not really a movie review.
Oh, okay. Well, you do the movie review.
We'll do the movie review.
Yeah, I didn't really watch the movie though, didn't I?
Well, neither did I.
I went and did the laundry and made the dinner.
Today's movie is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Rampage. So we watched Rampage.
Yeah.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Rampage.
Yeah.
You chucked it on. Why did you chuck it on?
Because it's been advertised all week, like the big thing on Amazon. I thought, well, okay, let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Looks a bit like King Kong. It's got a wrestler in it, so you'll be happy.
Wrestlers aren't known for their acting typically.
No, but you like all wrestling.
I like the behind the scenes stuff where everybody dies and has drugs and has sex with the wrong people. There's a wrestler. She wasn't really a wrestler, but in the 90s, there was I can't think of the word. People who accompany, like managers who accompany wrestlers to the ring. There was this woman named Sunny, and she was like one of the first like super sexy women who was really involved with wrestling and stuff.
Yeah.
One year she was like the most downloaded person on the internet, like in 1996 or something like that. She was a really big deal. Anyway, she really, really likes drugs and having sex with all the wrong people. And not so long ago, she turned up in a porno.
Yeah.
She did a porno, like probably for money to spend on more drugs. And it was one of the most just horrible, terrible things in the world. And I watched a review of that porno.
Oh, okay. And was that better or worse than Rampage? Which is what we were talking about before you
I know,
drifted
but
off down this anecdote.
I'm just saying wrestlers don't always make the best actors. It's I felt more emotions watching this review of this pornographic film.
Have you watched the porn film?
No. In the review, like everything was covered up and stuff, but you could tell the guys who were reviewing it were sort of being sick in their mouths as they went along. Like it was a
Have
really
you found Dick Man and Throbbing yet?
harrowing watch. No, I haven't. I'll write that down. We can watch that and review that. Yeah.
When I watched it, it was on a VHS tape, so it's an old one.
Hey man, if I have to buy the VHS off eBay, I'll do it. And also a VHS player. And also the cables to plug it into a television and the converters to convert it to whatever. So we watched Rampage with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's a giant monkey movie, is it
Yeah.
fair to say? So something happens in space, like they're doing.
Yeah, so they're doing genetic modifications in space for some reason.
Because it's
Uh,
illegal on Earth. Is that right?
I don't know.
They made it illegal on Earth, so they have to do it in space.
I don't know. And then the spaceship, it's a satellite. For some strange reason, she's on a satellite doing this experimentation. And something goes wrong and she ends up burning up on the way through the atmosphere and breaking into lots of different pieces. And the research gets broken into 3 pieces. And one lands in a gorilla's cage, one lands in North Dakota or something, and gets picked up by a wolf, and a bit lands in the Florida Keys and gets snapped up by a crocodile. And then overnight, as if by magic, all 3 of these animals kind of double in size and keep doubling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to say any more?
No. Well, I mean, yeah. So you end up with. Can you yell at your idiot, please? So there were
The Erotic Adventures of Dick Man and Throbbing was made in 1986.
Yell at your dog. He won't stop barking.
He's chasing flies.
He's no. Well, yell at him. Get him up here or something. Drive the neighbours crazy. So okay. So there's these 3 animals: a gorilla, an alligator. Oh, please be careful with those. We're gonna have to start again. We already stopped recording before so she could go and sort the dogs out. It's not my dog. Just yell at him. You don't have to go downstairs. Oh, anyway. So there's 3 animals. There's a gorilla, an alligator, and a wolf. And I don't know if they get infected or they eat something. Or we really weren't paying that close of attention. But they all start getting massive, and also one of the side effects is that they also get really angry, something like that. Anyway, The Rock plays not a paleontologist, but like some sort of ape guy. So The Rock plays some sort of ape guy, and he's in charge of the monkeys. And yeah, I don't know. This big monkey is an albino gorilla, and then it gets huge and angry and escapes or something. I don't know. I'm kind of up to the part where the monkey
It gets big and angry.
Yeah.
And it's in San Diego Wildlife Sanctuary, and it breaks out of its own enclosure and goes into the bear enclosure, gets angry with the bear, and then the bear attacks it, and then he kills the bear, and then he's sad. And the gorilla does sign language.
Yeah, that's handy because it's real giant and stuff.
And it's funny. It plays jokes on The Rock. It pretends to be hurt and injured, and when The Rock goes in for a fist bump, the gorilla turns around and sticks his middle finger up. It's like, the gorilla has got a wicked sense of you.
Gold. Just comedy gold. So anyway, we spend a movie following The Rock around while he does muscle man stuff.
And a gorilla.
Yeah. And eventually the people who were genetically engineering stuff like set off some sort of siren or something to attract all the animals. And so these 3 animals like converge. These 3 animals converge in some city.
Yeah.
And climb a building.
Yeah.
And then the building falls down.
Yeah.
And
Although, how does the
animals fight?
lion climb? The wolf climb the building. I
They
missed that
just-
bit because I was making dinner.
I don't know. They just all do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really wasn't paying that close of attention. It just couldn't.
Because you've got a new phone and you can't bear.
It's not just that. I mean, why the hell were we watching this in the first place? So
Because it wasn't zombies.
it wasn't, I guess.
You won't let me watch the zombies when you're there, so I put something else on. At least I did something rather than
So-
sit there and look at my phone.
It's a new phone. Go easy. So, yeah, I don't know. So they're on top of this building and it's collapsing, and The Rock, like, there's a broken helicopter. So him and this woman get in a broken helicopter and turn the helicopter on to ride the building down like an avalanche or something.
I missed that entirely.
His strategy's like, I just need to hover just above the crash or something. But it's got no tail, so it's like spinning around. I don't know. It's all the biggest load of bullshit. It is quite funny to see The Rock running in quite a few of the scenes because he's so muscle bound now that He doesn't run that well. Like, it's not like when he used to be a wrestler and he was a lot more evenly distributed. Now he's just this huge hulking dude with like these little pins like flicking out underneath him. He looks quite odd when he runs.
Does he still do wrestling?
Every now and again, whenever you want to cash a big paycheck. So, what happens? So the animals fight now that the siren on the top of the building's been destroyed. So the animals fight, but the wolf has wings. Is that right?
Yeah. Very briefly, because it doesn't live very long, does it?
Yeah, everything
That's
sort of
it.
gets
The crocodile's
killed.
the baddie.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best bit of the movie. I mean, I doubt you're going to go out and watch this, so we're just going to ruin the shit out of it. So there's been this huge building collapse, and the wolf has had its head bitten off by the alligator, because the alligator's the big beastie. And so they've given this antidote to all the animals so that they shouldn't rage anymore, which is weird because they all got the antidote, I think, and the gorilla stops raging and goes back to being a good guy. But the other two animals continue to be pricks and fight and want to kill everything. It's like, what? Didn't we all just...
But they were wild and he was
but
tame. So
if
they
they're
were-
wild, wouldn't they get scared and want to piss off? Like,
dunno,
it didn't make any
yeah.
sense. So anyway, the building's collapsed. The gorilla and the rock are fighting this giant alligator. And the rock's like, oh, I've got to save my gorilla. And he's looking around in the rubble. And he turns around, and there's just an Apache helicopter sitting there. Just what I needed. An Apache helicopter. Like, fucking hell, man. So, yeah, he jumps in that and shoots at the alligator. But that doesn't kill it. The gorilla kills it with a pole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whole bunch of missiles and shit won't kill it, but a pole will.
Driven through its eye into its brain.
Yeah, well, it got shot in the face with a bunch of missiles and it did nothing. Anyway, it's not ours to reason why.
So what would you give it?
Fucking 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say that's fair.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If you like muscle man shit and heaps of explosions and monsters and...
Yeah. It's not for kids though, is it? It's quite a bit of effing and jeffing in it.
I thought they were editing most of that out. I thought that was almost on purpose. Like, when he's sitting in his Apache helicopter shooting the alligator in the face, he's like, this is for you, mother... And as soon as it just cuts away, and then you see the missiles launch.
Oh, maybe.
So, I think it probably sort of is for kids, older kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of
12?
lame.
10?
Oh yeah, and the gorilla eats the, like, you know, where King Kong, because there's heaps of homages to King Kong and stuff.
Yeah.
He's on the top of the building and he's got the bad lady. Like, the bad lady's this hot
Yeah.
woman, and he picks her up in his hand and you're like, King Kong. And he just eats her. You didn't see that, but
No.
this is of course. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm sticking with 3.5.
Okay.
So that's Rampage, starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And nobody else of note, I don't think.
I recognise the black lady in it.
Good for her.
The one that, he was...
What is that? You can't do, like, hand actions on an audio recording.
Yeah, it's the sign language.
Yes.
The monkey uses.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
For.
Yes. Are you banging her?
Right. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, so that was Rampage. Join us again soon on this very show. We'll discuss even more, like, earth-shattering news and
Yeah.
God.
Find out what else comes in the post.
Oh, today's been a train wreck. Too much good stuff's happening to us. That's the problem.
Yeah.
We need
It's the
bad
strawberry.
things.
The strawberry just pushes over the edge.
If bad things happen to us, we've got good stuff to talk about. We can joke about it. Good things happen to us, we've got nothing. Just a couple of dicks living in a house with some dogs. I mean, we always have been, but it just seems worse for some reason because everything good is happening to us today.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cross your fingers. Bad things happen to us tomorrow so that we're funnier and that there's more to listen to.
Yeah, we haven't watched the news today. That's probably...
We haven't watched the news in weeks.
No.
Can't do it.
No.
But yeah, wherever you are, I hope things are swell. Hope you got a new phone and a new cricket bat, and that your
Hello,
strawberries
Grandad.
are fruiting. And
Hello, John's dad.
I think they've long given up on us. Though, it's the weekend. We should give John a ring.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Okay, we will be back tomorrow.
Bye.